Hi there, Travel is Fun fans. This is Todd, and we're going to be going live in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you there.
Yeah, yeah. I sat over there last 10 months ago. I can. No. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You like Yeah, I remember looking at mine. I saw that. It's your birthday. I was some too. Which I went. Yeah. Try all. Yeah, I know what has questions. They should be already get something. Out here, there's everyone doing that. Yeah, there was one big one. He's asking, still don't get those things yet. Oh, six together. All plan. I mean, yeah, yes. Yeah, thank you. That sounds like good. Didn't pause. Yeah.
40 years element.
She has this, she wants this. I know. Never mind. She has like. Oh, you know, I was on the same trip with Sylvie Board. Yeah. She said she would. I'm always nice over. Yeah, I was like. Yeah. But she's supposed to one. I guess she's been with this organization about 8 years. I've only been two. I got to choose. And the day was dark, it's so they do this. Yeah. Oh, that was in this very thing. Yeah, Barbara. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Someone who can do. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is so. That would go. I said. Oh. That's where this is. We did the bachelor before. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because last time when we did tour the hotel, this time you're well, there's a screen. I think I was like, so there's a lot of. I was thinking maybe you're trying to. So then, oh, it's very interesting. Yeah. Sharon, it was our Sharon. I'm on the center line. Thank you. Oh, 15 years. This is a brother. Size. Sharon. I Sharon. I need. I oh. Right.
That's my friend Grover.
Oh, there's a similar. Oh, there's a donut.
How are we doing?
Great.
Okay, I got 1:30, so it's time to start, even without Buffy yelling at me.
Where's your ice cream car?
I skipped it today. I'm trying to be good. Buffy? No, she wasn't. She has been, but she wasn't today.
She might be on that trip today. And this once. I don't know.
No, we'll check on it. Okay, all you folks at home, this has been Buffy Talk. So now we're going to start the Travel is Fun Travel Club meeting. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
So welcome to Travel is Fun Tours. This is our July meeting. So I'm Todd Kennedy. That's my beautiful wife, Wendy, in the back. And we're going to tell you all about the trips coming up. We are a family-owned small business. We used to be right around the corner there, but they kicked us out. So now we are in South Pasadena Shopping Center. So come and see us out there. It is a beautiful little office and a very nice shopping center. We are family owned, so Dad and Lori are holding down the office today while I'm out selling trips. We are responsive to your needs. How you doing? Come and join us.
Are you in the plaza where Gigi's supposed to be?
Gigi's. I think there might have been a Gigi's there. It's where the Walmart is. Okay. So we are responsive to your needs. This is our family's business, and we want you to come and join us and do lots of stuff with us. We are fully licensed and insured, so we are a real business, not a pretend business being run out of somebody's kitchen or garage or bedroom. We have over 40 years of experience, and I'm over 20 myself. Dad's got way more than that. He's been doing this forever. We have up-to-date modern motor coaches provided by Mark's First Class most of the time. Once in a while, if they are busy, I have a coach from Newman coming, and so you'll see a few of those in September. We do all kinds of overnight tours, and you can see on the screen there. The in-house tours that we create ourselves are on pastel colored paper. If you see one that's on full colored paper like that, that is a diamond tour, and we've got a diamond tour coming up. So I'll explain to you the differences in that when we get to it. We also do lots of day trips, just what it sounds like. Generally, they run like 9 to 5. We go to dinner theaters and casinos and museums and festivals, concerts, anything you can think of that might be fun, we will give it a try and go see it. We do have a travel club. It is not a requirement to be in our travel club to go on our trips. We welcome everybody. Some people asked me this once. I had somebody who was a retired middle school teacher, and she asked me if we have kids on the bus. I said, sometimes I do have a grandkid. She wasn't happy with that answer. She would like them to be in the luggage compartment. But it's $18 if you do want to join. What do you get for your $18? You're going to get a mailing every month. You get a name tag, and you get $2 off your trips. Quite honestly, if you're good on the internet or your smartphone, everything we're mailing you is on our website, and it's actually on the website before you would get it in the mail. Bottom line with travel is fun. We are here to be friendly and courteous and very informative and keep you comfortable, and most of all, have all kinds of fun with you. So speaking of fun, we're going to start the game off with the Where in the World contest. Does everybody have a little yellow slip to do Where in the World? Tom says he does. So make sure you have your yellow slip. Put your name on there because everybody can win something. Winner's going to get $25 off their next trip with us. Don't yell out the answer. I'm going to show you a picture of a place we've gone before. Best answer wins the prize. So if you know where it is, make sure you write about the place it is, because if two of you have the right answer, that's what we use to break a tie. Don't use no phone a friend. No using ChatGPT or AI. And one win per calendar year. Who has won so far this year? Okay, so Marina and Debbie are out. But I have other prizes, so you guys might win one of those. So is everybody ready to see my clue?
Yep.
You see, and Wendy says I don't have a clue. Here it is.
Okay. By the way, I know where it is, and I can be bribed. Oh, you can be? Serious.
Do you guys want Wendy to turn the lights out for a second?
Yes, please.
That's why I'm here to give her all these instructions. Oh, I think all of us have done a trip to this place. Debbie's going up to get a close look, and no, you can't read where it is.
Yeah, I know.
Nice try.
Second.
Yeah, Carl missed it.
Oh, good, now.
All right, so highlights of upcoming trips. Here's what we got coming for the rest of July. I'm kind of happy with this page because last month it looked like a train wreck. It was all red and yellow lights. This month it's almost all green. Green means the trip is going to go. So this Saturday, I just put another one on this morning. Wendy back there, she's going to take you down across the Skyway. You're going to go to the Manatee Village and get a little Florida history in the morning before it gets hot. Then you're going to go to the Red Barn Flea Market for a little while. Then you got your choice of lunch, going either to Yoder's or Der Dutchman. That is on your ticket. And after lunch, you're going to go to Detweiler's. Go enjoy some great shopping at the Amish supermarket, Detweiler's. I got great stuff there. Next Thursday, a week from tomorrow, I'm doing Lunch Punch. We're going to go up to Tarpon Springs to Mama's and have a very nice lunch. We're going to give you a little bit of shopping time up there. We can't give you a whole lot because the bus is on a timer. July 19th, Saturday, we're going up to Stage West. That's up in Spring Hill. They're going to be doing the show Sounds of the Four Seasons. So all that great Frankie Valli music, we'll do that right after we have a nice dinner at Cody's. We got a good dinner set up for you. July 24th, going to Mosey in Tampa. That'll be lunch on your own. If you haven't been to Mosey, they just did a total refurbishment of the theater there. It was the screen was getting, people who are very immature throw things at the screen and stain it. So the screen's been replaced. It's all refreshed and brand new. The projector was kind of old. It was about a 30-year-old projector that did IMAX movies. And there's not that much IMAX. So they've got super duper high resolution digital projectors all interlaced on the dome screens. You'll get to see a planetarium show, and they've got movies you can see there. Their short educational films are really exciting, though. There's a lot of cool things to do there. My favorite is you can ride a bicycle across a tightrope. Everybody can do it, and you won't fall off. You'll be okay. My dad's done it. I've done it. And it's got weights and stuff to keep you balanced. What's that? I don't think E.T. rode across a tightrope. He just flew. But yes, similar. You'll be up in the air. There is a net under you just in case you lose it. Then Tuesday, the 29th, we're going down to Ringling. They're going to have their summer circus in the Oslo Theater. So you'll get to see the circus. Lunch is on your own on the Ringling grounds. They've got a couple choices there. And you have access to the Circus Museum, which is a really neat museum. One of my favorite things to see there, they've got a miniature circus in a room the whole circus is probably about half the size of this room. And the figures in it are about this tall. So it shows the entire circus being unloaded from the train tracks and being set up. It's really a neat model. The only thing that looks like it may not go for July, and it still could, is Florida-Rama, and that's probably my fault because it's hard to describe. But it's an art installation. It's down on the south side of St. Pete, and a lot of it is focused on what St. Pete and Florida looked like in the 50s and 60s. So there's a lot of neon and pastel colors and that kind of ambiance for you. So that's the rest of July. Jumping into August 2nd, we're going to do Fisherman's Village for their Tiki Fest. That's down in Punta Gorda. Beautiful little shopping district. It is open air, so it will be warm out, but it's covered, so you'll be in the shade. And there's a lot of great restaurants and shops down there. My favorite shop, when you get in, first shop on the right is the candy store. And they make, if you're there early enough in the day, they make beignets fresh. So pop your head right in there and see if you can get you a beignet. Yeah, that's a good snack. But they're going to be doing Tiki Fest, so there'll be live music and dancing, and it's a Saturday. So usually the Peace River Wildlife Center has some animals on display there too. So it's a nice way to spend Saturday. August 8th, we're going over to Lakeland for Girls Night Out with dinner at Fred's Market first. And Girls Night Out is a musical, and it's about 5 female friends on a hilarious and touching night out. It's supposed to be a mix of Desperate Housewives meets Mamma Mia. That sounds interesting. It's as funny and outrageous as Sex in the City, and it features popular hit songs from the 80s and 90s like Lady Marmalade, It's Raining Men, I Will Survive, and much more. So it should be a great evening out. Good at the good old RP Funding Center. August 9th, Wendy's going to take you to Erica's Tea Room. That's over in Claremont. They do a very nice job, a lot of good food there. You can have some of Brett's I Don't Give a Damn peach pecan scone. They're supposed to be very well known for their spectacular scones. And they're going to be doing a murder mystery show for you based on Gone with the Wind. Hopefully, this time they don't pick Wendy to play Red Butler. They probably did that to keep you quiet. Did it work?
No.
I didn't figure. August 12th, we're going to go down to Dogs Inc. That used to be known as Southeast Guide Dogs. So that's down around Ellington area. And you're going to have the program there is called Into the Darkness. And it's an educational program about how they train the dogs, what it's like to lose your vision, the process people go through getting their seeing eye dog, and all the training they do. You'll get to meet a seeing eye dog or two. And with a little luck, maybe there'll be puppies. After that, we're going to go over to Anna Maria Oyster Bar, and that is lunch. Is it lunch on your own? That's what I thought. LOO. It is LOO. You know my codes. Good job. Woo. August 14th, my lunch bunch. We're going to go back to Brooksville to Malikalas. It's one of my, I love this place. It's really good. It's run by this nice lady, and her sons are pretty successful entrepreneurs. If you've seen any of these Florida Cracker Kitchen places all around the state now, those are her boys. I've actually done lunch bunch at her place and at her boys' place, and she kind of snickered because I called her and told her, your restaurant came out like 0.2 of a point higher than your boys, so you can give them the business. It's a neat place. It's an old mansion. I think it goes back to the very early 1900s. So they've got a couple dining rooms they're going to put us in. The food is great. The meatloaf is fantastic. They have really good desserts. They have a gift shop and a flower shop right in the building. And there should be a Christmas shop right across the street. I'm going to double check and make sure they'll be open the day we're there. Hopefully they haven't closed because it's been a while. August 16th, where are my hippies at? No hippie. There's one. I got one hippie in this whole room. Couple of you. Okay. They're doing Hippie Fest in Tarpon Springs, so all the hippies need to get up there. They'll be having a Volkswagen show and costume contest, hula hoops, live music, food and beer, and vendors, and of course, all the stuff you would do in Tarpon Springs anyway. There's shopping and great Greek restaurants, so a lot to do there. August 24th, since we're not going to Canada, Wendy wants to take you to the World Equestrian Center up in Ocala, and it is a beautiful place. Do you want to tell them about it? Then I can take a break.
Most Americans do not know what dressage is. Can anybody in this room raise your hand? You know what 3-day eventing is? That's because I talked about it on the bus. This particular facility is one of the largest anywhere. I think they probably have 20 barns. Dressage is part of 3-day eventing. It's an Olympic sport and it's held in the summer. By the way, the American team got DQ'd on the first event. Individual riders still rode, but the captain of the team rode into the dressage ring and his horse was bleeding. That is not allowed in any sort of dressage event. Your horse has to be sound. The long and short of it is 2 of the days involve jumping. One's ring jumping, one's cross country jumping. You guys remember Chris Reeves? He was cross country jumping when he wrapped the reins around his head and snapped his neck as he fell off his horse. Dressage is a bit different. It's elegant. And to simplify it, horse dancing. The rider picks a piece of music. The horse's hooves are beating out the beat of whatever classical piece they've chosen. They have to use the entire ring, every single square foot of the ring. You'll see horses do what looks like prancing. You'll see horses prance in place, which is a very hard maneuver. For the record, when I was 11, I trained to do this.
So what is there besides horses?
There's food in a 5-star resort that I broke down the bus in front. Anyway, really neat shopping in the resort, tons of different choices for food, but watching the horses is pretty magical. So, you want to hang out with me? I'll teach you all about dressage. It's fun.
I know we had an issue last time with folks getting to the ring at the right times to see the shows. So Wendy's homework is to get the schedule so that we can direct you and get you to see the horses performing at the right time. August 28th, we're going back to the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater to see Murder for Two. And it is a side-splitting musical mystery with a twist. It's a madcap whodunit blending comedy, music, and murder in a fast-paced laugh fest. Story of a small-town cop who dreams of becoming a detective, and his big break comes when the famous author is murdered, and the nearest detective is miles away. And this is 2 actors taking on 13 roles, and one as the investigator. So should be a great show. If you haven't been to the Broadway Palm, the food is out of this world. It's served buffet style, and the desserts are so good they have to put them on 2 tables, and there's still not enough space. Wrapping up August 29th, we've got Marina Jacks coming up, and we've done that one a bunch of times. A lot of you have been there. Down across the Skyway, down in Sarasota on Sarasota Bay. Fantastic food, beautiful yacht on the pretty blue waters of Sarasota Bay, surrounded by Mediterranean architecture. Very nice place to go spend a day and have a great meal. All right, so now it's time for Give These Artists a Hand. So this one is just kind of some inspiring artwork people have done painting hands. So I'm just going to let it go.
That's a Z. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Good.
Wendy does not like snakes. Who had chicken for lunch?
Oh, cool.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's him.
It's a very surprised giraffe. Okay, jumping into September. There comes Wendy. She's going to take you on her mystery shopping trip. Anything you want to tell us?
We are going south.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
all you're getting.
Oh,
But there will be a nice lunch stop. There will be some interesting shopping destinations. And you know, Wendy will make it fun. September 9th, we're going to go over to Orlando to the Icon Center where they have Sleuth's Mystery Dinner Theater set up. We're going to have a matinee at Sleuth's. They serve a great meal for you. And somebody dies a horrible, grisly death, and it's up to you to figure out who done it. And they have prizes for folks who figure it out. And again, you'll have a little bit of time to walk around the Icon Center. The other group that'll be going to the same place, they'll have the whole time to explore Icon. You can do the 450-foot Ferris wheel. They've got Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, so you can see Jason Momoa there as Aquaman and pose with him. Because the unique thing at the Wax Museum is it's not the old-fashioned one where the figures are behind glass or on the other side of a gate. In this one, you can actually stand right next to them like these folks are doing, and you can actually touch them. As long as you're not messing them up, they won't hassle you. There's a lot of great dining there. There's a Jason, is it Jason Aldean? Old Red? Blake Shelton. Okay, and they also have a Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Chips. Yes, Wendy.
Which is phenomenal. It's gonna run you about $20, fish and chips. But it's Gordon Ramsay.
They also have a plate with fried lobster. I really want to try that one. September 13th, let's go back to Tarpon Springs. This time they're having their craft festival. So there'll be a sidewalk sale and crafts up and down the streets and food trucks. And they also have a really nice boat ride you can take out in Tarpon Springs, and they'll show you how they used to dive for sponges down there. September 17th, we're going to go over to Tampa since the Rays aren't playing on this side of the bay anymore. We're going to take you over to Steinbrenner Field, and we've got a really special baseball night for you. We're going to put you in the cabana where they've got couches and comfortable chairs and seating to watch the ball game, and it's all you can eat. So they got bratwurst and dogs and churros and all kinds of other goodies and beer and wine. And they also have a bar just for you guys. So if you want a premium beer or mixed drink or something like that, they can hook you up too. So that's on September 17th over in Tampa. September 18th, lunch bunch for September is going to be at Jack Willie's. That's up around Oldsmar. Okay, I was trying to pull that out of my head. It's on the water. It's a nice little restaurant. Great menu they've got for us. It's been years and years since we went, so we're going to give them a shot again and just have a good tiki time at Jack Willie's. September 20th, who wants to go see some mermaids? We'll go up to Weeki Wachee, and good time of year to do that. Shouldn't be too hot in September, and you can go watch the mermaids swim in their theater underground, and you can watch them right through the windows. They've got some nice boat rides. They've got great dining establishments there, and some animal shows. So a really nice way to spend the day. Now this is going to be one of those split days. There's two things going on. So the other part of the bus is going to go over down the street to Suncoast Broadway to see a performance of Grease. And this time I promise Wendy will not be performing the part of Danny Zuko. You never know. Wouldn't that be something? But you guys know the story of Grease. It's a 1950s fantasy musical about Danny Zuko and the girl he's after, Sandy. And has great songs like You're the One That I Want, Summer Nights, Hopelessly Devoted to You, Sandy, Grease Lightning, and many, many more. So great food up there. And what's for dessert? Don't they do cheesecake? Good cheesecake for dessert on top of everything else. September 24th, going over to Lakeland to the Florida Air Museum. And it's one of the nicer air museums in the area. They've got a lot of antique aircraft, a lot of history there for you to enjoy. And I'm going to throw in lunch at the Golden Corral on top of that. So a very nice day exploring over in the Lakeland area. I'm sorry? No, not that time. Reese Cliff's a ways away from. So it would be a good half an hour apart. We've got beautiful Maine coming up. That's going to be September 26th to October 6th. We do need a few more people to lock that in. We're almost there. It's 4 nights in beautiful Maine, 18 meals included. That's all your breakfasts. I should say 11 breakfasts. 8 dinners. I gotta double check that. Something's off there. You get a lobster dinner for one of those dinners, though. Guided tours in Portland, Kennebunkport, and more. We got the Marine Corps Museum in there. I could tease Terry, but he's not here. We're going to go to historic Victoria Mansion, the Longfellow House, Portland Lighthouse, visit the LL Bean so you can get you some boots. We're going to go to the Maine Maritime Museum, Booth Bay Railway Village, and the Seashore Trolley Museum. So a lot packed into this one. You'll notice this one is a diamond tour. Yes, ma'am.
I am definitely taking. Excellent. Crazy. Excellent.
Yep, we'll make sure we get a McDonald's stop while we're there. 'Cause, yeah, they do actually do lobster rolls at the McDonald's in Maine.
10 breakfasts is correct because on the 11th day, we're just traveling. On the first day one.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, because you're gonna have your own breakfast day. Thank you for straightening me out.
No problem.
I'm going too fast.
You guys do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the difference with a diamond tour is that's one we haven't set up. We're gonna get the itinerary for diamond. I will level with you up front. The first couple days and the last couple days tend to be longer days because they have us driving a fair number of miles. Those days, a lot of times we'll have dinner and then drive another hour or so to the hotel. But we'll do our best to keep that as short as we can. We adjust their itinerary and make it as palatable as we can for everybody, so we're having a good time.
Yeah.
We have done quite a few diamond tours over the years, so I really do know how to tweak their schedule and make it the best it can be. September 28th, I've got a mystery tour for you, and that is going to be a show and lunch. And I think I'm going to set this up so you will not cross any bridges.
Good work.
I think I can. I think I can pull it off. So we'll see how that goes. All right, it's not time for another round of give these artists a hand. Here we go. That's good for 4th of July.
Aww.
It's a puppy dog. They had a couple with the hand like that though, but it makes the head look like a snake to me.
Yeah, it does.
And the swan's really good, I think.
Okay, where's the hand?
Ooh.
That's.
So on the left is the thumb, on the right is the pinky, I think.
No, I think you're dead wrong. But I have one that'll show you how they did this in the next
Okay.
batch.
Okay, good to hear.
But there's a gator for you. Okay, jumping into October. This is the month I've been working my tail off on. October 4th, we're going to go to the plant show at Bach Tower in Lake Wales. Who here has never been to Bach Tower? Any of you? Everybody, you haven't been? You got to go. You'll love it. It was designed in the early 1900s by Frederick Law Olmsted. He's the architect who designed Central Park in New York, and it was funded by a guy named Edward Bach. He made his fortune publishing the Ladies' Home Journal back then. So thanks to you guys. And it's going to include a delicious lunch at the visitor center. Really good food there. And they've got a bunch of walking trails. So if you like walking in nature, it's a great place to get a walk. If you're not so great at the walking, they do have golf carts, like 6 or 8 seat golf carts that will pick you up and get you back and forth. It also includes admission to El Retiro, which is the mansion on the grounds, and they'll give you a good historical tour there. Yes, ma'am.
If you're interested in that one, there are a few stairs at the house. Okay?
So a beautiful place to visit though. Oh, and of course it's called Bach Tower because there's a tower in the middle of the grounds and they do Carillon Bell concerts. A couple times they'll actually have a live clavier, which is the person on the keyboard. They'll do that a couple times and then there are recorded shows a couple times during the day too. So that's that one. We've got Charleston coming up October 9th to 12th, 4 days long. You're going to shoot straight up to Charleston on day one, and you're going to end up at the new Drury Plaza. Now, Drury's, if you don't know about Drury's, I'll tell you, they've got great breakfasts. They're very nice, clean, modern hotels. They're really good. The best thing most people like about the Drury is the Drury dinner. So when you get your room key, you get a little ticket in there, and that gives you access to the Drury dinner. You get 3 free drinks, beer, wine, mixed drinks, whatever you want, and they have food out. So, and it's not anything fancy. It's chili and hot dogs and chicken, but it's filling and it's good, and it'll get you there. Now, the Drury Plazas have a little fancier lobby, first level area, and they actually have a restaurant built in too. So if on day 3, if you're tired of your Drury dinner, you want a little nicer dinner, you can go over to the restaurant and get that. You're going to have a guided city tour, the harbor boat tour, Charleston Tea Gardens, the 500-year-old Angel Oak Tree, and all kinds of more touring there. Dad's done this one 1 million times, so he's going to really show you a good time. October 10th. Anybody ever ride their bicycle up near Newport Richey on the Pinellas Trail besides me? Okay, the first time I did that, I was going to Tarpon Springs, and as I'm getting nearby, I see all this fencing on the left side of the trail, and I start to hear these noises, like "Ooh, ooh, ooh, wah, ah, ah." And so I stopped, and I'm talking to somebody local. That was the Suncoast Primates Sanctuary, and so it's right on the Pinellas Trail. It was kind of interesting to check that out. They actually are a home for retired apes. So apes who performed in show business or circuses. Michael Jackson's chimpanzee Bubbles retired there. And so they've got a lot of very nice apes who will welcome you and they'll give you, yeah, sure. But they'll give you a great time and introduce you to all the animals. And it's really an interesting place. The nice thing, too, it helps them out. For us to bring a busload of folks, they make a little bit on us coming to check them out, and that helps them support the animals. Then we're going to follow that up with lunch at Tarpon Turtle on Lake Tarpon, which is a real nice restaurant, scenic spot. Yeah. October 11th, we've got a double header for you. We're going to go down to Fort Myers. You can go to the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater, the main theater for Pretty Woman, or you can go in the off-Broadway Palm Theater for their performance of Steel Magnolias. So what do those two movies have in common? Julia Roberts is in both of them. Anyway, so Pretty Woman is going to be performed as a musical, and it's based on the 90s film when a sharp-witted Hollywood escort meets a high-powered businessman. Their deal for a week turns into something neither expected. She takes on Beverly Hills society. He learns there's more to life than boardrooms and billion-dollar deals. With plenty of laughs, romance, and unforgettable music, Pretty Woman proves that love can rewrite the rules and that sometimes the independent Cinderella rescues her prince. So that should be a really good show. Steel Magnolias, again, as Wendy was saying, it's a story of 6 strong, witty Southern women who navigate life's triumphs and tragedies with humor and grace. So you can't go wrong with either show. Both of those are in the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater. I do have a third option that day. There's another theater in town. That is the Florida Repertory Theater. That's up kind of close to the Ford and Edison Estates. So that one would be lunch on your own. And then they are doing, they have half a dozen really good restaurants within a block or two of the theater. So we'll drop you off. You can get some lunch and you'll have your ticket and you can go see Rat Pack Lounge. And I think we've seen that show sometimes in the past, but it's a story of Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., and they're up in heaven. And it turns out that they left some unfinished business. Frank made a promise to the owner of the Rat Pack Lounge. So they all have to come back to Earth for one night to fulfill that promise. It's going to have a lot of great songs in it. In fact, over 30 songs in this show, including My Way, What Kind of Fool Am I? And Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime. Uh, it'll leave you singing and savoring the days of highballs and high rollers. So that'll be a really fun show. So you got 3 options for entertainment that day. October 12th, we're going to go to Winter Park for their Autumn Art Fest, and they'll be out on the streets. They'll have all kinds of artists displaying their goods. You've got the Morse Museum there if you're into stained glass and other artwork like that. They do have a very nice canal boat ride. And if you want the canal boat ride, we're not including that. But if you want it, what we're going to do is set that up and you can pay us for the canal boat ride and we'll arrange it for those who want it. And then the bus will take you there. I got to look it up. I think it was 10, 15 bucks. It's not a lot, but we'll just add that on for you. October 14th, your trip to Brooksville is going to be the May Stringer House. Not my fault.
It is the May Stinger House.
Oh.
Yeah, I know
There's
it's
definitely
not
more
in
in
it.
there.
I messed it up once, I can't fix it.
Anyway, the May Stringer House is a fantastic, beautiful, historic mansion up in the Brooksville area. It also happens to be the most haunted house in Florida, according to the folks who run it. So since it's October, we're going to get the historic tour, but we're also going to get the ghost stories with it. So don't worry, we're not taking you at night. There won't be creepy teenagers in masks jumping out around corners at you, but you'll find out what the ghost stories are. And if you're good, maybe I'll take my Ghostbusters gear up and try and clean the place out for you. We're going to then have lunch at the Florida Cracker Kitchen, which is right around the corner. And again, Florida Cracker Kitchen, their mom is the one who owns Mally Kyla's. She did beat them out a little bit, but they learned a lot from her. Their food's really good. I'll have to double check. Might be. Yes, ma'am. 20 now? Yeah, I think they give us a volume discount when we get group tickets. But thank you, Miss Barbara. Lunch Bunch in October, we're going to go to Ozona Blue, which is a really cool little restaurant. It's by a marina, and not that marina, a marina with boats. And it was kind of weird the last time we went because we're looking for it. I hadn't been there before. The driver and I are watching, and we're in like an industrial looking neighborhood with warehouses. And then finally, we see a sign pointing to it. We turn between the warehouses, and there's this nice little restaurant on the water. And they actually do have a swimming pool. And it'll be mid-October, so it won't be that hot, won't be that cold if you want to bring your swim trunks. I think I might have a prize for anybody who goes swimming that day. And bring you a change of clothes and a towel too. But really good food there and nice scenery and a nice place to go. We got fall foliage coming up. That's October 19th to 24th. 6 days. The main feature for that one is going to be a great day in Cades Cove. Dad's going to have a tour guide for you there. And they're going to find you all the animals. We've actually had folks spot bears there and elk and deer and all kinds of critters for you. You'll have a picnic lunch in Cades Cove. Then we got Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Newfound Gap. Now, Cades Cove and Newfound Gap are both on this trail that I've hiked a lot of. It's called the Appalachian Trail. You might have heard of it. It goes from Georgia to Maine, about 2,200 miles. So if you want to tell your friends that you've hiked on the Appalachian Trail, you have 2 opportunities on this trip. You don't have to tell them you only went 20 feet, but you can still tell them you hiked the trail. What's that?
I've hiked it more than that.
Have you?
Not the whole thing. Yeah, parts of it in New York.
No kid. Well, we'll talk. I've done the bottom 250 miles up. So I've got about 10% done. We're gonna go to the Sugarland Visitor Center, 11 meals included. That's 5 breakfasts. So 5 breakfasts, that's all your breakfasts, because it's one less than 6. 1 lunch, 5 dinners, so all your dinners, all your breakfasts, and you're in good shape. Elks, Smoky Mountain National Park, and 3 nights staying in Sevierville, again, at a brand new Drury Plaza. I don't mind telling you, I'm really happy about this. For about a year, we kind of had shied away from using Drury's because they got very expensive, and they changed their contracts and made it kind of difficult to deal with them. And they've kind of eased up on all that. And so Dad booked a bunch of Drury's coming up. We're happy to be back working with them. And there's a moonshine tour, so I know Terry will be excited. October 25th, we're going to go back out to Mount Dora, the highest point in Florida, about 200 feet. And they've got a great craft fair going on. You can see on the map there, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6 square blocks. They'll have around 400 vendors from all over the country, and all the restaurants and shops will be open. If you don't mind spending a few bucks, my favorite meal there is go down to the Lakeside Inn. It's a beautiful old hotel right by the lake, and they do a great buffet there, but it'll cost you probably 30, 35 bucks. It's worth it.
And that place fills up, you plan on eating, either try to get a reservation or go there first. Because if you wait till it's your comfort zone, trust me, there won't be any.
October 27th, I just finished this one. We're going to go to Pensacola, and we're going to get to watch the Blue Angels practice not once, but twice. And let's see, there's the Blue Angels, there's a lighthouse. We got a couple included meals. We got a boat ride. So going through this, 4 days, 3 nighs. 2 of the days is going to be mostly driving, day 1 and day 4, because it's a long ways to get up to the Panhandle. So day 1, once we get up and get checked into our nice hotel in Crestview, just outside of Pensacola, we're going to have dinner included at the Cracker Barrel restaurant, and that is just almost walking distance from the hotel. Well, I won't make you walk though, because I'm nice. Next morning, we'll wake up bright and early, have a great breakfast, and go over to the Naval Air Station at Pensacola. And they have a fantastic museum there, the National Naval Aviation Museum. We're going to get checked into the museum. You do need ID for this one. If your driver's license doesn't have the little star on it for real ID, then you would need to bring a passport or some other identification. I've got all the details on that at the office. So if you're worried about that, check in with me and I can take a look at your IDs, tell you if you're good to go. Because it's a military installation, they do have to check that stuff. But we're going to get you into the museum at 10:30. The Blue Angels will perform. All you got to do is walk out the back door of the museum next to the flight line, and you can watch their 90-minute performance right there. And they will have narration on the loudspeakers, so you can know what they're doing. Then we're going to give you the rest of the afternoon to enjoy the museum. Lunch is on your own at the museum. And so that evening, we're going to go back to the hotel. There's a bunch of restaurants in walking distance. So dinner is on your own that day. Day 3, we'll get up and we're going to go down to the waterfront and get on a Pensacola Bay cruise. They're going to take us out into the Gulf. Yeah. And we will get to see another instance of the Blue Angels performing. So if there's any problems with the weather, we got 2 chances to see the Blue Angels do their thing. So day 2, we'll be out in the water on the boat watching them. And then that afternoon, we're going to go into downtown Pensacola. You'll have a little tour, lunch on your own, because there'll be a lot of restaurants there. And then we're going to go to a lighthouse in Pensacola. and then back to our hotel, change, dinner at the Texas Roadhouse, get a good night's sleep. Then day 4, we'll head home. So that is your Pensacola Blue Angels trip, October 27th. October 30th, we just did Moat, and I'm glad we did it when we did, because they actually closed over the weekend. They're moving. So that was our last chance to go see them in their old building. So this is their new building. This is next to University Town Center off I-75. You've probably driven by it if you've been south of here. It's a gorgeous building. It looks like a big boat, a big ship, ocean liner. And it's actually pretty gorgeous. I've seen some of the construction pictures and it really looks neat. It's going to be a world-class aquarium now. And they just actually closed down the old one. They are starting right now to move the animals. They're supposed to be officially opening by the end of summer. So I put it a month later, and we should be good then. So that is the Moat Aquarium. If you don't want to do the aquarium, but you would like to go shopping with Wendy, look, here she comes. She's going to take you to University Town Center. It's a really beautiful shopping center, and it's got a lot of great stores: Target, Best Buy, Barnes and Noble, and LL Bean. And I have a bonus for anybody who can keep Wendy out of the REI.
I'll go with you.
I'll pay your medical bills if you get her out. They also have Pop Stroke. If you know what Pop Stroke is, it's miniature golf. It was designed by Tiger Woods, and they've got great drinks and meals there. There's a Panera, Chick-fil-A, Anna Maria Oyster Bar and Cheesecake Factory, and a lot more. So if you want a great shopping day, then you can do that. If you go to the aquarium and you don't want to eat in their cafeteria, it's right across the parking lot. You can go to the mall and eat there. So it's time for some more Give These Artists a Hand. Here we go. I think that's a toucan, right?
Yeah.
The parrots. The macaw. I was corrected this morning. He's a macaw. Isn't the macaw a type of parrot, though?
Yes. That's different.
Yeah, I think the elephant's one of the best ones.
Owl.
You like the owl?
I can't figure out.
Oh,
Where's the kitty?
You can.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, this one's done the hand kind of the same way the owl was. So here you go. And you see how the ears get rounded with the fingers bent over.
Wait, the fingers.
So the hands like this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so cool.
Tricky, huh? Okay, jumping into the rest of the year, we got Key West in the Everglades coming up November 2nd to 4th. 2 nights at the Fairfield Inn in Marathon Key. We are not going to, is it Keenanville? Or is it? No, is Keenanville the one by Orlando? Yeah. What's the town called that we used to? Kendall, that's it. I couldn't remember for the life of me. We've been staying in Kendall, which is outside of Miami. This is Marathon Key, right in the Keys. So it's a restaurant. It's a hotel right on the Key. It's got a waterfront restaurant built in. It's right near the 7 Mile Bridge. So your first day will be a little bit longer, but that means your trip to Key West will be that much better because day 2, you'll get to Key West a little earlier. You get to stay a little later. We will stay all the way through the sunset ceremony. You can take the free Duval Loop bus and go to all the features that are there, the Mel Fisher Treasure Museum, the Hemingway House, all of those great things. You'll get a little tour of the Everglades in time for the sunset ceremony. So this is a really good trip, and I think it's a great price. We got a good deal on the resort for you in Marathon. We got Myrtle Beach coming, and Myrtle Beach is at the Beach Cove Resort, where every room overlooks the ocean. And that's got 10 meals included, so all your breakfasts, all your dinners, 2 nights at the Drury Plaza Savannah, so a little bit of time in Savannah, some low country touring, Boardwalk Bowery and Barefoot Landing, Barefoot Queen dinner cruise, and 3 dinners with shows. So fantastic way to get out of Florida for November. Then we've got 2 St. Augustine Christmas lights. They're similar. I'm going to go over the itinerary for the first one. And if you're on the fence on the first St. Augustine, there's about 4 or 5 seats left. It's almost sold out already. It's not even August yet. So you're 2 nights at the Southern Oaks Inn. Southern Oaks, it's an older property, but it's kept up real nice and clean. They have a shuttle that'll take you from the hotel from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to downtown. One thing I do need to let you know is they had most of the ground floor rooms were booked already. So most of our rooms will be on the second floor. So you will have to go up and down some steps. So the itinerary goes, we leave St. Pete on day 1, lunch in Palm Coast. We'll get to St. Augustine, do a driving tour with the bus, check into the hotel, get everybody cleaned up and dressed. We'll go to dinner at Carrabba's. And then we do my favorite part of the tour. We get on the trolley for the Night of Lights, where we see millions of twinkling Christmas lights and sing Christmas carols and have a great time. Day 2, you've got your on-off trolley pass. So you can go all around St. Augustine and see all the features like the fort, there's a distillery, a winery, chocolate factory. There's the Spanish colonial village, the wax museum, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Lightner, yeah. The Flagler College. There are endless things to see and do in St. Augustine. Day 3, Saturday morning, we'll get you up early, go downtown for the parade. Everybody in town is in the parade. And if you want to bring a folding chair, you can do that. Might be a good idea. There's limited seating along the parade route. Right after the parade's over, we'll head back to the bus, get out of town, and do lunch on the way home. So that is the first St. Augustine trip. That is December 4th to 6th. And again, this one's almost sold out already. This one was added a little bit later. I have about a dozen people on this one already. The first one goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This one is 4 days now, and it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And so it's the same itinerary, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, with the exception there's no parade on Tuesday. So Tuesday, we will take you down to the visitor center, and you'll have till early afternoon to finish exploring St. Augustine and see things you want to see. So a little after lunchtime, we will head out. Then we're going to go back down towards Daytona, get checked in our hotel in Daytona, and do a tour of the Daytona Speedway. And even if you're not into car racing, it is a really neat tour. There's a lot of cool history. The tour guides there are spectacular, and there's a little museum. So we'll do all that. Then we've got dinner on your own because there are restaurants right around the hotel. After dinner, we'll meet back at the bus. We're going to take a ride out to the beach and drive along the beach for sunset because you can actually drive on Daytona Beach. They allow you to take buses, cars, and everything out there. Bus on the beach. Yep. Sorry?
Just don't run over anyone.
No, yeah, we'll be careful. Yeah, Wendy says there'll be a Grinch. Then we're going to go to the Speedway Magic of Lights tour, where we're going to go back to the Speedway, and the bus is going to get on the track, and they have archways of animated Christmas lights all the way around the Speedway with synchronized music on the stereo. So because it's a Tuesday, we get to go around twice. And so then after all that, we're going to get back to the hotel, have a good night's rest, and we'll get up, have a nice breakfast, and we'll start working our way home and do a little touring on the way home. So that is the 2 St. Augustine trips we got. We got Christmas at Opryland coming. That's December 14th to 19th. And that's got almost all your meals again, all your breakfasts, all your dinners, and one of your lunches. 2 nights at Drury's in Morrow and Valdosta coming and going. We've got 3 nights at beautiful Gaylord Opryland Resort. If you've never been there, make sure you look it up online and check the maps out because it is a huge place. and I have customers get lost there all the time. So make sure you know your way around before you go. It's going to include there's live music with your breakfasts, and they do a great breakfast there. The General Jackson Lunch Paddle Wheeler Show. We've got the Opry Country Christmas Dinner Show. That is in one of the grand ballrooms at the resort. So you don't even go outside. You just go to your room, get dressed up, go down the hallway, and there's your Christmas dinner show. Well, the one year Wendy and I went, it was literally down one hallway, and you had to, if you went that way, you had to go up 6 steps because the ballroom was on between floors. So if you could do 6 steps, that's all you had to do to get there. So we might be somewhere else this time. We don't know who the performer will be. In past years, we've had Blake Shelton, we've had the Oak Ridge Boys, Trace Adkins. We won't find out who the performer is going to be until probably late October. And then it'll be good news. And by then it might be too late because it could be sold out. It is not. Yeah. Last year we were too late booking everything to get into the ballroom show. So we actually did a dinner at Paula Dean's and over at the Grand Ole Opry. We've got the National Nightlife Dinner Show. And another nice thing that Opryland Resort has is they've got a shuttle that'll take you to downtown Nashville. So if there are periods where we've got, we have free time built in for you to explore and find things. If you don't want to hang around the resort, you can go and take the shuttle into town and enjoy the honky tonks and the shops down there. December 25th, we've got Tropical Christmas coming, and that is Dad's regularly scheduled Tropical Christmas, 3 days, 2 nights. That's going to be in Fort Myers. So 2 nights at the Holiday Inn Express. You're going to see A Christmas Story, the musical, the Naples Princess Luncheon Cruise, Der Dutchman, and much more. Now, what's missing from this picture? New Year's. I promised you New Year's last month. I didn't quite get there, but I do have locked in what we're going to do. I don't have a price just yet, but I'll give you a preview of what's coming for New Year's. So New Year's this year, we're not going to go to Fort Myers for the first time in a long time. And instead, we're going to go to a different fort. We'll go to Fort Lauderdale, this time on the other coast. And we'll go down on the 30th. So it'll be the 30th, 31st, and 1st. We'll do some touring. We have some ideas for things to do on the 30th. Get checked into our hotel, have a nice evening. The 31st, our main activity for New Year's Eve, there's a fantastic restaurant down there called Maikai, and they do luau's. So we're going to have a luau for New Year's Eve. Hula dancers, music, fire dancers, and fantastic food. And ring in the new year with those guys. And then on New Year's Day, I've got a couple ideas of activities. One thing I'm planning on, either on New Year's Day or on the 30th, going to the Hard Rock Casino down there and go to the cafe for lunch. We did that on the mystery tour, and it was a neat place to visit. There's a lot to see in there, and the lunch was great. So we'll make sure that's included on there. And if you didn't see in the opening, we got a picture where we're standing in front of the guitar-shaped hotel. So maybe we'll get by there in the evening, because when it gets dark, the guitar lights up, and they've got spotlights or lasers or something that form the neck of the guitar going up. So it's kind of neat.
We can't stay there.
Too expensive.
We cannot stay there. I did ask. Anybody want to take a guess what New Year's Eve at the cheap rooms at the Hard Rock that we're on? You're not that far off. Yeah, $1,200 is what I was quoted. So let's see, 2 nights, $2,400, and a little money for Todd, about $3,000. So yeah, I'm going to find you a place that's a little less expensive. Okay, holidays today. What day is it? It is Sugar Cookie Day. It is Call of the Horizon Day, Emergency Kit Day. It's hurricane season to put together a good emergency kit. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Dimples is no bra day. Hallelujah, girls. And who knows what else today is? It is Wendy's birthday today. Why don't you guys sing with me? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, for God. No idea.
You pay. Because you love us. Netherlands. Dishes.
So if you want to see what I got her, now she's opening her gifts. I don't know what these are.
They are strawberry lemonade cake balls.
Very good.
There you go, kids.
What is very good?
They have strawberry lemon cake balls.
Oh, no. Tom, what is it called up the horizon? Oh, what is it? It is a creature.
Wanderlust. Go, I want to go see what's over the horizon.
So I'm a huge creature from the Black Lagoon freak. I have an entire bathroom done in Creature from the Black Lagoon. Thank you, love. I don't have this one. What? Don't you hang up comic books in your bathroom? Nope.
If you couldn't see it, Sabrina the Teenage Witch meets the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Huge collection. Oh, this is cool. Can I use this on Betty?
Yeah.
Please, I need to bring your grandchildren. Sorry, my hands don't work today.
Anybody have a heart condition?
Yeah.
It may take batteries.
Oh, it may take batteries. Grandfather, are you?
You didn't include them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't even show you. Godzilla's inside.
Oh,
It's a Godzilla piggy bank.
yeah, it's everything.
Put the money where it goes. Godzilla comes out and gets
Eat it. Poor Betty.
My favorite Titan is Mothra. I don't expect anybody to know who Mothra
I
is.
do.
Yes. Y'all think I'm new. No, I just,
No, we all know you're weird.
do I need to open this in front of everybody too?
Sure.
Sorry. Would anybody like to know whose birthday is today? Yours.
Wendy's.
Wendy.
Not mine. Courtney Love was born exactly 61 years ago today. It's Fred Ward's birthday. It's Linda Park's birthday. Y'all don't know who these people are.
No. First one, Courtney.
She killed her. I completed. Here's to another year of bringing the fun wherever you go. Life's too short not to. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my beautiful, wonderful wifey. I owe you a nice dinner at Tijuana Flats or another place of your choice. Jack's, please.
Okay.
How nice.
Because I gotta go to Scouts. Wait, you didn't show them the best part.
Third.
Turns it off too.
Did he take me to a steak restaurant? One day once, you're not staying here.
He's promised me dear Dutchman on my birthday, which happened to fall on a Sunday that
Oh,
year.
that's right.
That's one.
So, yeah. Sorry, don't eat meat.
So where's the Jack's? Is that the one that's in Sarasota?
There's a British pub on 62nd Avenue North. Okay.
Jack
And Jack's not chef. Chef's name is Peter.
Yes.
The Union Jack is what he named his British pub over at.
Okay, now that you've disrupted the meeting,
Here.
so who has a question for me? Who wants to know how old Wendy is?
61.
That is true.
Oh, that's.
Any other questions? No questions?
Balance, I'm the good one, Courtney Love is the bad one.
Okay, next month's meeting will be on August 13th back here. Bring a friend or 3 or 10. Did anybody get it?
Nope.
No? Oh, I had
Oh.
one get it this morning.
Joel walk in front of the light bulb.
Okay, you guys ready to see where in the world was?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do a drawing for the winner. So the winner gets 25 bucks off. It is Weeki Wachee Springs.
Sorry, guys.
Now, if you didn't recognize it, that's because I cropped the picture.
Yes.
I cut it off like this and I cut the mermaids off. And just so you know, I actually knew one of the women who posed for that statue. She was the bottom mermaid there. So where is Sharon Sparkhammond? Sharon, welcome to Travel is Fun. You start off good, you get 25 bucks off your next trip. So congratulations. So take that to Sharon. She's gonna pick our winners. So I have 3 prizes. Sharon's gonna pick our first winner. First winner gets a pineapple crazy straw for their fancy drinks. Debbie. Debbie's gonna pick the next winner. So the next winner is going to get this mega collectible, very desirable, super fantastic Taylor Swift coloring book.
I already yelled at him. Veronica, Layla.
Where's Veronica? Get your crayons out. You know who you can take that to is Terry could help you because he's got lots of crayons. And the top winner, this was donated by one of my friends. Veronica's gonna check. They're gonna get a very lovely Tampa Bay Rays baseball cap. Ooh, we know where that should I tell them who it came from?
Tom.
Nope, that was, you would guess it was from Tom. No, Barbara and Terry donated that.
Oh,
I think it says Rosalie.
Rosalie.
Your love.
There you go.
She's got it. She can
I-
wear it.
New baseball cap.
Got a new hat.
I'm gonna make you guys go back to 3rd grade and work on handwriting.
Where did my remote go? There it is. So that is the travel club meeting. Thank you, folks at home. If you would like to stick around, if you have any questions for me or Wendy, or you want to sign up or pay for any trips, we will stick around and help you as long as you like. But thank you for coming today, and we'll hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Right. Oh, the outside, you can go back.
It's Thursday.
Some of the church. The
Did not give everything out.
nice shopping center to visit, everybody's there.
I go there for good.
There's places to get your blood test done, do your grocery shopping. Right. Oh, baby.
You guys go. Something. July 6th.
Jolly one? Yeah, we make it. So sit on the couch with Penny and just. Look like it.
I'm like, yes, excuse that.
I enjoy it.
I would have still tell. Yeah, make it go to where she plays it. Never done that, so at least I'm getting a love to myself. Question?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Sharon, this is her first visit,
I'm here.
and she's won $25, and she was inquiring about this weekend. And then starts in August. In regard to, I mean,
Yeah. It's $69. And then it will be included by that.
sorry, all that day, I don't, 16 feet. No, they're twice. Oh, I see. And then I was twice next to her, it's spicy. Here, this one.
The cheapest you'll find might be about $39. I actually have ever gone on a day trip.
Yeah. But you have anything written in regards to this weekend and is there availability for sure?
There is availability for jobs. Now, we don't have online bookings. Yeah, I told you.
I know you will.
Yeah, it's on the flyer, which is on the website.
And when you look at the website, by the way, click on to this gentleman's name is Pat, which is, he's this one. Click on his face, and it will give you this. Same thing.
Although it's formatted different, so you'll print on 8.5 by 11. Most people don't use these exactly.
And then all the others, then I'll say like Myrtle Beach or whatever, and it'll have like an octagon. You click on that, and it'll give you a little description of that to work. So, there's any, like, your balance? Oh, girl.
Everything in July does. Yeah, summertime things don't generally sell out.
I was signed up for the Dollywood and unfortunately lack of interest.
I was just telling the other day, Wendy and I were sitting.
I
When I was over.
I know.
You know where we were supposed to be right
I
now?
know.
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Oh, that's later. How about this Saturday? The 12th, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the itinerary of that particular day, by the way?
First will be the Manatee Historical Park.
Okay.
Because a lot of that's outdoors.
Yes.
That's the first thing, and then
Yeah.
everything up with that there.
Okay, and then lunch, oh, here we go. Yeah.
Get there, hop on this street would here. This my show if you want to watch. We would like to watch any of them, like, you know, they're all on YouTube, so. That's that, but you want to get on the email list, you put it there. You can buy insurance, go on our trip, or any trip. Insurance. These buttons are tabs. So, main front page.
There's his father.
Should be. So there's Saturday.
So we do the Manatee Village first, and then we'll go to Red Barn and get lunch, or.
That's the channel. Wendy might shift this around. I think probably less than that, red water.
Okay. Well, hey, when you come to Center, you'll see ya.
Yeah.
And if not, someone else, I'll go.
Probably very good.
Now Barbara's gonna be with us. She's going Saturday. Right. Up there Saturday.
Got a couple of money. You don't have any ten.
What do you need?
I need you.
Sure.
Yeah, so. Look on that there, and then each of the multi tours has its own line. Good to have.
Yeah. No, go in. Yeah.
This part's real amazing. Friday night, we close the office here on a trip. Saturday morning, we're going. It's all great. That sheet, went there. You can print it out yourself.
17th of 17th.
Yeah, that's lunch. That's on, where am I going? That's what it's hard to.
Okay, oh, yeah. And then, we're not with this. So.
Something straight out.
Yeah.
Sure. That's just south.
That's right, that's. And if you call the office in Jonesboro, that's. I got the family tree.
For your history, it's just a computer look. So it's the first thing about just called Rory, just one we're in world.
Okay.
Good push baby.
Yeah, I know, isn't that wonderful for her?
Is that a good sign?
I think so.
But yeah, each person I meet, I always say like, well, it's like Barbara 15 years. No. Yeah, Barbara 15. And this Barbara.
Yeah.
She's 8. Yeah, and then Debbie forever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you don't get very. Yeah.
Oh.
Not a ton. Why, you want me to go find some for you?
No, not necessarily, but just makes it.
Get a few guys.
Oh,
Get a few
yeah.
guys on the bus. You have to, we used to have a woman who helped dad on the bus. Was living. Well, they were buddies. They were together.
Yeah.
Libby would protect you guys on the bus. So always. Really chase after.
Yeah. I know, it always is. Yeah. And the white guy.
Oh, sure.
All of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
That place, they use golf carts, villages.
Yeah.
I mean, here I'm in Chicago, we heard about villages. So everywhere there's a big upside down.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the villages, it's like, the woman, she passes away. And it's like casseroles galore, to the guy.
Good night, lots like that, no, 6 foot.
Yeah, and there's more than.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyways, what do you never know? Well, I.
It's a nice fellow. Bus.
Yes. And you never know that they'll give me like, might be that go.
Sure.
I might be able to people some too.
People line. Well, it's like
Yeah.
that people. Like Tom sits here, he was, well, he was 18, and they had a lot of for parts of the communication system.
Oh, boy.
Trucks. So
Yeah.
he actually got to go the case. And she has seen the installation.
And then this gentleman I met the last time I was.
Well, the way I heard it actually was
Having to make.
and the first she sent it from me. I had my name on Mars. And she had this couple of visitors.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
And she said they were so nice and
Yeah.
so she said, she needed them. And she said, well, you know, she said, you need to find out about this. I think,
Yeah, makes a move around. I like it.
Just a line or anything. Just in our company.
Yeah.
On the bus. Well, that's each one. Just the camaraderie, the fun you
Yeah.
have together, new friendships.
Yeah, but I too.
And too, it's like. I do some.
I'm.
And I see
If that question.
somebody else.
Yep.
Because especially when they lost their husband. I don't want to go around.
Right.
Well.
But you still want to go.
Yeah.
We have to go on for more than 5 minutes.
They want to be.
Unless you're incredibly antisocial, you're somebody on that bus.
Yeah, yeah.
And the two that I have going on, I have an excellent driver. And then Wendy was me both times. But here's the deal is that they're, the company itself and the employees, of course, being Helen, is they really take care of us. It's like, they don't rush you and you're getting off the bus and place some of us are walking slowly than others. Some have a cane maybe, some have a walker, whatever the scenario may be. But it's more of like, it's not like, okay, all right, let's go this way. Come on, let's go. No, it's more like, this is the time you to report that or just,
No, these days, as far as the actual official club, we mail out about 300 pieces a month, which is so far down. It used to be about 1,400,
Oh,
which, yeah, mailing was the better part of a week back then.
oh,
Now we got, well, everybody get everything off our website now.
Yeah, that's true.
so member is different than like, I'm not.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just curious.
Within the next year or two, we'll probably be full of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come up with some other kind of club membership.
But you go online and see the agents. They offer.
The next big project, I think, get it set up, so we'll find a good shot.
Yeah.
Pay by credit.
Yeah. So it'll be good. 3 in the morning. You know,
So how do you do it now? Do you have to pay?
I've had messages left.
So how do you do it now?
Call the office or mail.
Oh, Lord.
It's with phone.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, yes.
Well, and I live, I mean, I'm walking out there.
Yeah, close by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where'd you say?
We're in South Pasadena.
I know where that is. Shopping is. Walmart.
Good shows.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything you need right there.
Yeah. And this for shopping. Used to be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean.
big lots left.
Yeah, and I know that Johnny's home.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
I mean, that's.
I always get Gianni's probably once a week.
It's more expensive, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
I look at the old real stuff.
Because this changed.
Yeah. You Piccadilly on 34th Street for Lake.
Yeah.
That's probably.
So you have to pay for this.
Hopefully we'll see them.
Well, I think it's Piccadilly, you get me a free gift, right? We're in there.
Wait, there it is.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Not today.
Okay,
Well, Sharon, I look forward to seeing you on some trips. Okay? Okay. Okay.
yeah, this is, I'm trying to pass the end now.
But we got 2 Barbaras.
Okay. Always think that it should be required. Name shown on.
Well, if you're a member, you get an agent.
That's why I missed the Army. Army name will see your name.
Yeah, that was a lucky person for her to take. Hi, Ted. Thank you.
Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thanks, love.
Nice meeting you guys. Take care and be happy today.
Yes, yeah. I'm very silly. Yeah. But I avoid. Martin Luther King. Of life's,